Okay, today we're looking at some hammers here. We're going to clean some hammers. They're off a 1920 Heintzman piano, and I'm assuming they're the original hammers because they are extremely filthy, dirty, as was the rest of the piano. So I'm in the process of cleaning the piano, and I'm hoping to do what they call a functional regulation and cleaning. The piano itself is in pretty good shape. Everything is complete. All the keys are good. Everything is good on the piano. It's just extremely old and extremely dirty. Now, as you can see from these hammers, this filth on these hammers is amazing. As you can see, that's the back side. These are the bass hammers, so they kind of lean to the left, I guess. This is the side that collects most of the dirt. Pretty hard. They're hard as a rock. Really, really, really hard. And filthy dirty. So the tools that I'm going to use, most people would just replace the entire hammer altogether. And I will eventually, once I get around to that step. That's near the end of the process that I'm working on. So, but today I thought I'll see if I can resurrect these, at least get them appearing a little better. So I'm not sure how they'll sound, but we're going to find out. The tools that I'm using are right here. Very, very simple. You need a steel brush, ordinary. Looks like a big toothbrush. And then of course you actually do need a toothbrush to go with it. So anyways, that's all you need, and a little cloth here. And I'm going to show you the process. Okay, so the process, basically a steel brush and a rock hard 96-year-old hammer. So this is the gungiest part, and it cleans up really well. I generally do the back side first. No particular reason, you can do whatever you want. You'll find that doing the sides first, as opposed to doing around the edge, is better, because normally your hands are going to be touching the edge anyways. You're just going to muck them up again. So you have to put not a whole lot of pressure, but some pressure on. And it's just a matter of back and forth, back and forth. Good idea to do this outside. As you can probably see, I'm at a picnic table here. Works a little better, mainly because of all the dirt and dust. I don't know if the camera's picking this up when I'm doing this, but you're going to see it looks almost like smoke coming off here. I'm not rubbing it that hard. There we have it. Put a fair bit of pressure. And as you can see, a little close, it's already starting to change already, right before your very eyes. So this is where the little cloth comes in handy, because it just protects it on the table when you put it down. You put the hammer down and hold on to it and give it a good rigorous going over. Try and stay away from the wood naturally. You don't want to scratch that up too much. But if you go at a medium pressure, you shouldn't have too much problem with marring the wood at all. Regardless, these hammers, any other person might just replace them. But I didn't, because the piano seems to have been stored most of its life, very rarely played. Most of the hammers, there's no indentations, and it doesn't look as though they've been reshaped or filed at all. I think these are truly the original hammers that have just aged and aged and aged over the years, but rarely got played. Consequently, there's no string grooves in them to worry about. So I scrub it pretty darn good, pretty hard. As you can see, the camera's picking up all that dust and smoke that's coming off there. Do it outside, wear a mask if you can. If not, just hold your breath while you're doing it and hope for a good wind to blow it all away, which is basically what I'm doing. So just go all around. Again, you stay away from the wood. Keep it level. You don't want to round off. You don't want to round this off. So most of my pressure is on the inside of the hammer. I'm trying to leave the edges alone. The edges themselves will shake the dirt out. I don't know if you can see that, but just from doing the one side here, already along the edge, you can see it's starting to clean up a bit. So we're almost done this side. Just a few minutes. I'm gabbing away here, so it takes a little longer. Air conditioner going in the background if you hear that noise. So this is about it for this side. It's a little hard. You'll find that the yellowing will stay in here. I mean, this is 96 years old. So that's it. Just give it a little buff. Kind of stick with the grain, just like a piece of wood. You want to stick with the grain if you can. So anyways, that's the one side. And now for the real filthy side. Check that out, eh? Is that not filthy or what? Okay, so this one here, because it's dirty, we want to position it. You want to do it at the edge of your table. You'll find that out anyways, because the angles of the hammers themselves are the shanks. So here we go. This is the fun one, because you really get to see the results. Stay away from the edge of the felt. Put the pressure towards the middle, near the wood. Now this isn't hurting the felt at all, because it's 96 years old, hard as a rock. Pretty darn hard, especially in the center here. So as you can see, here, look at that. Already, couple, not even a minute, scrubbing, and there we are. It cleans them up beautiful. So again, we'll just keep working on this a little bit here. As you can see, it's cleaning up nicely. It's hard to sometimes get a position where you can do the best. There we are. Look at this side now. You can see it's coming off really nicely. If anything, I don't think this will hurt the hammers. In my humble opinion, I'm not a technician at all. I'm a do-it-yourself guy. Like I say, this is a functional regulation, not a rebuild or anything like that. Just want to get everything nice and working, lubricated, clean, ready to go. And this piano will have a few years left in it still. So you can see you got to work a little bit on this, putting a little effort in. So now that was the dirty side, the really dirty side, that is. I mean, here's one here that you can compare it to. Look at that. So quite a difference. Now, we haven't even touched the edge yet, and as you can see just from doing the sides, we've already knocked out quite a bit of dirt off the edge. So, now what I generally do, it's a little bit narrow in between the shank and the felt on the bass notes. So you kind of have to just get a little flick motion with your, I don't know if the camera's picking this up. I'll try and angle it different ways so you can see it. But a little flick, and of course you're flicking it towards your face when you're doing this, so wear a mask, or at least be outside. So, and this is where it cleans up nicely. As you can see, it's a little bit tricky to get in there. It's just a matter of I don't put a whole lot of pressure now when I'm doing the ends, and I kind of do it as if I was sanding it, and I shape with the felt. It takes a couple extra minutes or strokes or whatever you want to call it to get it cleaned up. But again, just as if you were sanding it. Not too much pressure, but repetition is really what counts here. The top will clean up pretty nicely, and again, you just shape it as if you were sanding it. Get all the dirt out, but you won't get all the yellow out. But it certainly is a huge improvement over what it was before. There we go. cleaning up nicely. So there you have it. One hammer, and there's the owner. You see? A little wire brush. It does all that. The back side and the dirty old front side. Isn't that quite a difference? Now, the other tools, I'll show you the toothbrush, which is actually what you do first anyways. And that's just to get in down in around the little areas here where the dust is built up for so long. That's all you need the toothbrush for. Now back to the wire brush. One other little thing is, right in here where the spring sits, the head of the spring sits right on there, and there's a little piece of buckskin, I guess they call it. And it's in there, it's glued in pretty well, but it's fragile. And I very, very, very lightly with the steel brush just touch it a little bit, basically. That's all I'm doing. I don't want to jar it out of there, but it cleans up, at least it cleans up the edges pretty nicely, and it looks not too bad. I mean, there's no sense replacing that because I don't know if you can see, but there's certainly life left in that little groove. So that's it. That's how you do it. Now the last step is take a rag similar to this, dip it in to a little bit of water, and then give it a little wipe down really good. You keep changing the edge of your rag, dip it in a little bit of water, squeeze it all out really good, squeeze it out, polish this really good as if you were polishing it. Stay away from the felt, or off the felt. It won't matter if you touch the edge a little bit because there won't be much on your rag. And then of course when you get to the shaft, give it the old really good polish. Don't go too wild near the ends because you might just pop the head right off. So when you get up to the end, be a little gentle, but put some pressure on it and it'll clean up really nicely. And this one here will clean up all around there, and, get in all the spots you can. And that's it. You'll have one nice, perfectly clean hammer key. Hammer key, just hammer, I guess. And there you go. What a difference. Put them this way, maybe you can see them. Da-da-da. There we are. And that's it. Good luck to you if you got an old piano. I wouldn't recommend this if you had newer hammers, because the newer hammers are likely going to be softer. I don't know. But these ones are pretty hard. I mean, they're almost like you could play xylophones with them. They're that kind of hardness to them. So anyways, a way to clean for old pianos. Clean your keys, clean your hammers. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like it. Thanks. Bye-bye.